Hello everyone, my name is Natil Sania and I'm back with another completed sketchbook and therefore another tour of said sketchbook. As like before, I'll just be going through this book, what I've drawn in it, my thoughts. Yeah. This is all filmed in one go, just like my other videos. And then also I will be scanning this book into like a high quality PDF file, which I'll be putting up on my Ko-fi, to which a link in the description will be included below. You might notice that I might be a little less energetic at the moment because I am filming this at night. So we'll see how this goes, but I wanted to go ahead and film this video as soon as possible when I felt like it, of course. Today it is currently November 4th, 2025. I did finish this sketchbook today. The video might be uploaded either later tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and open up this book of mine. And let's see, first page, please. This is my People Studies book 4. Dated from May 8th, 2025 to today, November 4th, 2025. So that's about 6 months of drawing. If you guys have seen my previous People Studies sketchbooks, it's mainly just me drawing people, always from real life, maybe from photos or like scenes that like maybe I'm like sitting outside and I'm just like, ooh, let me draw whatever I see, though this book doesn't really have much of that. This book has primarily become more of like a gesture study of the figure, more than anything else, but I still consider it a people studies sketchbook. A lot of people tend to say that I have really good poses, really dynamic poses, and they've asked me, like, Natil, how do you achieve such dynamic poses in your drawings? And a major part of achieving such poses, at least for me, are doing these gesture studies here. It's a big foundation, a lot of art, and this is, if you're trying to build up those technical skills of drawing people, you got to learn from real life. So that's what I've been doing, like just studying from real life and whatnot. Second page, always blank in my sketchbooks. And then we'll just go through the pages. I may or may not say certain comments about, like, what I find interesting, or be like, oh, maybe I should have, fixed this or XYZ, just, my general thoughts. But these are the early sketches, just a lot of, looking at people, practicing poses and whatnot. You're gonna notice that I pretty much just break down the body into basic shapes. That's typically how, like, what you'll be taught, at least, like, for me, like, when I was in university and whatnot, learning, just to break stuff down into basic shapes. Pretty much all of these drawings are done in pen. It prevents me from lingering too long on a drawing, and instead just, going with the flow of things. This allows me to see what I naturally gravitate towards in my line and mark making, and seeing like, okay, what things I should keep in mind, and like in regards to improvement. If I were to redraw this again, what would I change? This pose in particular, if you watched my most recent video and you just noticed Honey Branch, a character holding a chair, I pulled it from this pose right here, and you might be seeing a lot of that. I've drawn specific poses of my characters from poses that I've pulled from this book here. I'm not sure how much talking I will be doing in this video, mostly because it is, again, pretty late. My voice is already kind of suffering, so I realized, oh, I might have made a mistake recording this late. But you know, we go for it. I want to get this video out so I can scan these pages and move on to the next thing. My life has very much become, you know, go, 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 complete whatever, move on to the next thing very fast. Just because I have so much to do. I want to make sure I, you know, try to make the fullest out of my time and whatnot. Though, I do hope to maybe, hopefully, slow down a bit here and there, especially with my art. We'll see. And as like before, I am filming this holding the phone in my hand because I don't have a good tripod for my phone. I will, again, try to invest in a good tripod so that it's not as wobbly or shaky. Yeah. Now, this is a pretty chunky sketchbook. I don't know how many pages it has in total. I'll figure that, or I'll learn what the total page count is once I do the scans. But it's a pretty chunky sketchbook. I want to say an estimated maybe about 110, 120. 110, 120. There's at least 4 sketches on each page. That's a good average. So we're looking at maybe around 500 studies and sketches in this book alone. Rough estimate right there. And I try to draw every day. This is like a good way to keep track of it. This is what I do for warm-ups before I do like any actual like big illustrations or more serious drawings. Like this helps me warm up my hand, warm up the brain, the eye, and whatnot. So I do highly recommend it. You don't have to do it every day. I definitely did not do a page every day. I certainly did draw every day, but that's me. But the one thing about art is consistency. You don't have to draw every day. For me, I try to strive for drawing at least once a week. And I know that's possible for me because, at least for my day job, I draw. So no matter what, I draw at least once a week. So I'm always keeping up with that goal. And even if you don't have a job in art, I think being like, okay, drawing every day can be quite daunting to a lot of people. And I know they might be just like, oh, I can't do that. And they kind of like beat themselves up about it. And I don't want people to have that mindset. It's really just about consistency. Be like, okay, let me just, strive for, maybe something each week. Maybe if it's just, just a small little doodle of like a cat or something. If you draw one cat each week, that's 56 cats in a year. Pretty sure that's how many weeks are in a year. Don't quote me on that. But it eventually all piles up, And as, when you build up that consistency, you build up the habit. So maybe you're like, okay, maybe I want to draw 2 cats this week. And if you don't draw a cat once a week, or like if there's a week you don't draw one, that's okay. It's perfectly okay. Those cats are for you, Much like these gesture drawings are for me. I'm just like, they're messy, but they help me tremendously. They're really rough, but it's just, a lot of training. That's pretty much what it is. Drawing is just a lot of training. You can't expect to run a marathon, day one. And like for me and my gestures, I try to draw something different. Make sure there's no repeat poses in any of these pages. That sort of thing. Figuring out different angles. The different, hold on. My arm is itchy. There we go. Line of action and whatnot. And again, these aren't really developed, but what I'm getting out of all this is mileage, in which the more I draw, the better I do get, even if these guys are like really rough and whatnot, because now my mind is developing the sense of like, generally like proportions and whatnot, the patterns I'm seeing in the human body, which will help me with like my more, refined work and whatnot. And like these guys, these gestures get the message clear. At least I hope you understand what these guys are doing. Maybe like sitting or running and whatnot. I realize I'm getting through this book relatively quicker than my character collection sketchbook. That's probably because I'm not yapping about my characters. It's kind of funny to think about. And I mean, I don't really have much thoughts about these gestures being like, oh, that's good flow right there. But you can make your own observations with this video or with the scans once they're out. Like if these little sketches can help you, that's great. It's always good to look at people's process of things, how they build a foundation, and be like, okay, what can I learn from this and whatnot. Of course, my proportions here are like, I mean, I think I have a good sense of proportion. It's just, these I'm just like not too focused on them, so it's just general practice of things. Now this is the same pose that I redrew, because I didn't like how this one felt stiff. And this is something I do recommend doing, is like draw it once, be like, okay, what do I not like, or what do I want to fix, and then redraw it again, because with this I like how more weighted and in a way like more expressive this pose is compared to this drawing, even though it's the same reference image. So like good exercise there. Very, very energetic. Same thing here, because like I drew this drawing once and I was like, ooh, okay, I get the general idea, but I was like, how can I push that flow, that gesture? You can even see like me drawing the line. I mean, like, okay, trying to express that better. But yeah, this is the sort of stuff I do every day to help me in my general practice, general work. This is the end of the sketchbook right here. Yeah, this is what I do. This is the whole backstage of things, the foundation to all like my work, at least with people. I do hope to start drawing like things that aren't people, like environments and backgrounds and whatnot. I do have a sketchbook in the works for that, so very excited to hopefully do a tour once that's all done, though that probably won't be done until like next year or so. But yeah, quick little tour, little look of this book. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, edit it, get posted. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope maybe you found something interesting or two about this video. Thank you all for the love and support. I mean it so much. And I hope to catch you all soon. Have a great day.